Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's going to be part 2 of my eBay journey. Today's going to be more of a normal day. Yesterday, or the first video, was more of kind of getting you guys caught up, what I've done already, my collection, stuff like that. Today's going to be more of walking you through, what happens, what I'm doing, any games I sell, any things I buy, kind of things like that. And we're going to be starting off with a shipment. So we got another order just about an hour ago from recording this. Today is currently the 19th of January. And we're going to go ahead and walk through all the numbers for you guys. So I sold Guitar Hero for the Wii. I'll go ahead and put a picture up right now. So the earnings for this, what eBay paid me, this is after sales tax and after any eBay fees, which are quite expensive. We'll get into that in a minute. But eBay paid me $22.80. That is what I got. So I charged the buyer for shipping. Kind of messed up there. We'll get into that in a second. But the shipping label is going to cost me $8.02 Canadian. Again, all of these numbers are in Canadian. I'll convert them for you guys on screen. But the game, so the shipping was $8.02. The game was $5.99, and so the total profit for this order was $8.79. So at the beginning, I talked about the eBay fees. The fees are 13.25%, which are absolutely outrageous. So that kind of sucks, but nothing we can do about that. Selling on eBay, you're gonna pay fees. And then the shipping. So I only charged the buyer $6.99 for shipping. I'm still in the process of going through and adjusting all my shipping rates because since the first couple orders, I learned that I wasn't allowed to ship the way I was before. So now we're gonna go and adjust things. But before I was charging $6.99, I'm gonna have to up it to, or probably do $8.99 to be honest with you, because after the cost of the envelope and the shipping label, I mean, I'll only be profiting about 50 cents from the shipping. So we're probably gonna up it to $8.99. And I got to go through all my listings and update that. So for the time being, or at least for this order, we did lose a little bit on shipping, but again, we still came out with a profit of $8.79 for this game. Hey guys, a little update here for you. I actually got this scale here that I got from my uncle for free. This is going to be super important because you got to weigh the packages before you print the labels and ship them. So this is going to be nice to have, but we also got a bigger box here that just came in the mail from Amazon. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. Trying to film this all with one hand is pretty difficult, but I'm trying to do my best. And here it is. It's actually not that special. It's a thermal label printer. And I'll talk about why I bought this in a minute. I just wanted to kind of show you guys. There's the printer itself and then a bunch of labels itself. But let's go and talk about why I purchased this. Okay, so I got everything out of the box here. We got the label printer. I'm going to set that up. But I want to talk more about why I made this purchase because right off the bat, I mean, I've only had my store for a little bit. This was a pretty, I don't want to say dumb purchase, but I definitely didn't need this. And I want to kind of talk through the reasons why I bought it. So in order to save money, going to Canada Post or going to the post office, you're going to pay a lot more for postage if you go there opposed to buying off eBay. And to buy off eBay, you need to print your own label. And while I do have a regular normal printer, it is not mine. So I don't want to be using their ink all the time. So I could have just went out and bought a regular printer, but this one's nice because it does different size of labels. So I can have the bigger ones, I can have the smaller ones, and I can print the full like actual shipping labels. And the biggest reason was it was 44% off. So it was a really good deal. And I bought it on Amazon. So the printer itself was $160. And then after taxes and all of the paper that I bought, there's a bigger box here with a bunch of them as well, just different sizes and stuff. It came to about $210 total. So while that is a lot of money, especially early on in my journey, I really like this idea because I got the labels and I also want to do like little thank you notes, and put them in each packaging. I think that's going to be a nice little touch. And really, I mean, the paper doesn't cost me anything. I think like for a massive 500 label roll was like $12. So it's super, super cheap. But just little thank you notes and stuff like that is going to be a really good touch. But again, this was probably a pretty dumb purchase. I should have went out and spent the money on more games or more inventory. But it was such a good deal that I didn't want to pass it up. So not too long after recording the last clip, we're unboxing the label maker, we got another order. So I'm just getting this one packaged and be ready to ship out. But the game is MLB Power Pros. I'll put a picture up on screen now and let's run through the numbers. So we got paid after the fees and taxes. We got paid $13.94 Canadian. And So the cost to ship is going to be $3.35. And this game I also picked up for roughly $2. This was another one where I bought in a big bundle with the PS2 and the 106 games. So I'm just averaging it out to about $2 a game. That is probably a little bit high considering what I can sell the PS2 for, but we're just going to average it out $2 a game to make the math easy. So we still walked away with $8.59 in profit from this game, which is actually not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that considering it is a sports game, and typically sports games don't sell for that much, and you do have a tough time selling them. So I also will put up a picture of the eBay, like our eBay store total so far. So we've now sold $275 worth of games, and after all the eBay fees and taxes, we are walking away with $211 being paid to us. Obviously that's not profit, but that is awesome. I'm super excited and more motivated than ever right now. Okay guys, so it's been about 2 days since I've done an update, and I just kind of want to go over what's happened so far. I do have another order that I got to get shipped out. This one was actually perfect because this was a Facebook deal, so I don't have any fees, and the guy wanted to ship it. So I do end up making about, I believe it's about $1.30 on the shipping, as well as the profit from the game, and the no eBay fees is absolutely massive. I also have to get Spider-Man shipped out here. I'm so close to beating the game, so I'm gonna do that tonight, get that shipped out tomorrow. And over the last couple days, I've really just been buying a lot of games, so stay tuned for the channel because we're gonna have a lot of unboxings. I got about 50 games on the way, and you know, I saw a lot of the comments you guys posted on the first video, and a lot of you guys were saying that it's a lot of filler content, a lot of sports games. And as you guys can see, that is true. We do have a lot of NBA and stuff like that. So right now, kind of my main goal is to get better games while still kind of doing it on a budget, because I don't want to go and spend, you know, I only have a couple $100 invested in this so far, and I don't want to go and spend $100 on one game that may take a month to sell. One of you guys actually pointed out in the comments that even though some of the games may be trash, like for example, you know, this NBA game may sell for a couple dollars, maybe like $2 or $5. If I can't sell it, I do also get a good case out of it, because I have a couple Xbox 360 games that are in really rough shape. Some of the cases are cracked and stuff, and some of them are $10-15 games. So it'd be nice to get a new case. So maybe looking out for a couple sports games that I can pick up for a couple bucks that have good cases. You know, I can go and throw the sports game in the crappy case, and if it sells. If it doesn't, I got a good case out of it for $2, because I was looking, some of the 360 cases on Amazon go for like $10 each, which is just way more than what it's worth me paying. Have also been spending an absolute ton of time working on this Excel spreadsheet, trying to get all the games inputted, what platform I'm buying on, when they sold, when I bought them, how much profit I made. I'm gonna go and show you guys a sneak peek right now. This is what it's currently looking like at the moment. I got all the games up here that have already sold, and then I'm starting from the bottom. Eventually all of these should be filled with games that haven't sold yet. So I'm going in and putting the console name, purchase date, purchase price, and then obviously I can't fill in date sold, price sold, if I bought the label on eBay, what platform it sold on. Obviously I can't fill in any of this stuff yet, but eventually the whole entire thing should look like this. And then we got a total right there for how much money we've made, and it's approximately $247, which is awesome. That's not accounting for the Spider-Man that I sold or this other game that I got to get shipped out. I haven't quite put that in there. And then eventually I'll update this so it shows all the consoles and, you know, what console I have majority of. And I do have this line right here, line 6, or row 6 rather, is the Wii console. I do want to go and start another page and actually display all of the consoles on here instead, because I don't want to mix it in with the games. But at the moment, I only have this one console sale, so I'll go ahead and add it in eventually. Just haven't got to that point yet. Okay guys, so just got out of Walmart here, as you guys can see in the background. Picked up a couple of Nintendo Switch games, brand new sealed, to kick off my Amazon store. As I mentioned in the last video, I wanted to go ahead and start selling on Amazon, but I've decided that I don't really want to sell used games. Maybe you guys can change my mind in the description, but I kind of just want to sell brand new games on Amazon. So we picked up, first of all, Nerf Legends for $30, as you guys can see there. This one sells for about $10 profit, so after fees sells for around 40 or around 39, but I typically make $1 to $2 on the shipping, so it should be about 40 or $10 profit, which isn't amazing, but that's still 25%. That's not bad. Same with Jurassic World for the Lego, $30 again, sells for around $39, should be around $10 profit after fees and taxes. And then this one I messed up on. So I ended up buying this one for 30 bucks. Luckily, I only bought one of them. But when I was checking the prices on Amazon, I was looking at the PAL version, not the NTSC version, the North American one. So still sells for like $2, $3 profit. Might see if I can sell this on eBay, or we may just be, you know, trying to get our money back out of it. But we'll have to see when it sells. But hopefully some of these go. I got a bunch of other sealed games on the way that you guys will probably see in the next video. But I think this is a good start to my Amazon's, you know, selling. Okay guys, wanted to do a bit of an update for you. We have sold 3 Switch games. The first one is the Super Mario game that I got with my Nintendo Switch. So it's kind of hard to put a value on what I paid for it, but the price charting value goes for about $50. I'll throw a picture up on screen, and that is exactly what I got. So I ended up doing a Facebook deal, so there's no shipping, no taxes, no fees, anything like that. So that is absolutely perfect. We came out with $50 for that. And then secondly are the games that you guys saw in the last clip, I believe, the brand new sealed games. First, we sold a Lego Jurassic, and we also sold this one that I bought by mistake. So we only ended up coming after taxes. This was also a Facebook deal, but the taxes that I paid at Walmart, the sales tax, it ended up coming to only about $10 in profit, which is a little unfortunate. But again, I mistakenly bought this game. This game sells for pretty much exactly what I paid for. So we came out with about $10 profit on the Lego one, which is not bad. And I will take that. And I'm just happy to get rid of that game that I bought by mistake. Just had someone come off Facebook and pick up a PS2 game. Gave me a crisp $10 bill, and I paid $2 for the game because I got it in a bundle. $8 profit, no fees because I sold it on Facebook locally. Not a bad deal. So guys, it is currently January 21st, and we've got a few more orders here that I got packaged up and ready to go. We actually got 5 orders we're going to go over. So the first games that we sold was SOCOM. So I sold SOCOM 1, 2, 3, and Combined Assault all to my cousin. I believe I was asking $6.99 or maybe it was $7.99. I was trying to get 25 bucks for all 4 of them, but I ended up selling it to him for $20. So still a pretty good deal on my end. I ended up paying $8 for all 4 of these games, so still came out with a $12 profit, which is pretty good. I'm actually happy about that. The next game that I sold is Winback. I'll throw up a screen for you guys there. Ended up making a profit of $5.82 on this game, which isn't too bad. And that was one of the orders that I'm actually shipping out manually, so we had to pay for the shipping label. For my cousin's deal, we did local pickup, so he didn't pay any shipping. I didn't have to pay any shipping, so it worked out good. And then the second game that I actually have to ship out here, I got ready to go, is Dance Central 3, and we came out with $5.90 profit on this game as well. Not bad. As you guys can see, the profit margins for these video games so far aren't huge, but I'm also buying super cheap games. Eventually, once I scale up, I plan on buying, you know, 50 or maybe even $100 games, and then the profit margin should be a little bit better. But considering for most of these games I spent $2 on the game, you know, a $5.82 or, you know, a $5.90 profit is actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these orders shipped out, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. So before I end the video, I want to give you guys one more update on the Excel sheet. So as you guys can see here, it is all filled out with all of the games, and I haven't quite made the second sheet for all the consoles yet, but that is something that I'm going to get to. And currently, including the consoles, we have 189 games and consoles. That is an absolute ton. It took forever to add all this in. Obviously, the ones that aren't, don't have a date sold, price, any of that stuff haven't sold yet, but I want to get them on the chart so it's just easy, so I remember what day I purchased on, how much I paid, and it looks really good. I got to do a couple more touch-up things. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this video, and I'm so excited for the next couple of videos where we're going to do a ton of unboxings. I have so many games on the way. I'm just absolutely ecstatic. But thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in the next video.